Nice start for you as well. I mean, great start for AC basketball as a whole. But for you guys, to open the season the way you have, I guess how nice is that for you to kind of kick things out and kind of a rough year, obviously, the right foot for you?
It was really fun opening our season at home, opening up our new special events center, and we had really nice crowds in our first 2 games, and our players shot the ball really well. We've been working out here since November 1st, and I think a lot of our players have spent maybe more extra time on their own shooting than they normally would just to get used to this facility, and it really paid off for us in our first 2 games. We shot the ball really well, and I really like the energy and the enthusiasm that our players played with, which you think you should be super excited about playing basketball games, but they played really hard, played well together as a team, and just had a lot of energy from start to finish in both of our first 2 games. So we were really pleased with that.
Well, you kind of said the coach right there over the side too. Just the fact that you could hear the noise, the energy, and it's a limited capacity, but the fact that you could feel that. I mean, take me through kind of that game day atmosphere, how that's changed now.
So our capacity is limited to season ticket holders and then our players' pass list. But we've had nice crowds our first 2 games, and it is a loud facility. I think with the lower ceiling, it kind of keeps all the noise right on the court. And our players, shot the ball really well. We made a ton of threes in both games, and so we gave the fans something to cheer about. And it's fun. I mean, it's a loud environment. I'm looking forward to, hopefully soon having bigger crowds, having the band here, having the cheerleaders. But it's definitely a good home court advantage.
The youth of this team, I mean, it just seems like there's no rebuild for you, it's a reload, and we kind of saw that these past couple games, just, people stepping up. I think Anna McLeod was the one that kind of really stood out to me. To see the way that your team has kind of worked its way around things at the start here, I mean, what do you see from this team that may be similar and different from teams past? Because you've had a lot of success recently with kind of this crop of girls coming up.
We're coming off one of the best seasons ever for ACU women's basketball as far as its talent level, and tremendous senior class. And so the 6 new players we have had some big shoes to fill. But we only had 2 returning starters, and so we have 3 new players as far as filling new roles in Maddie Miller, Alyssa Adams. They've been consistent players for us, but this year we're calling on them to be starters, and that's a whole different role than they've ever played. And so they're figuring that out. Anna McLeod has held her own our first 2 games. She's done exactly what we need her to do, not turn down open shots and just be a leader on the court. But we have 6 new players that have seen action in both of our first 2 games, and they've done a really good job. Like I said, they're just playing really hard. We have so much we have to improve on right now, but a lot of times just working hard will benefit you in a lot of different areas. And so we've been really pleased with how the new players have come in and just approached the challenges that we've given them. But really credit like Alyssa Adams, Michaela Mabry, Maddie Miller, Anna McLeod, just for being good leaders for us. Cam Roz right now is having an opportunity to be our starting point guard, and she's handling that leadership really well. And so we do have 6 new players. We do have 7 returners to our program. They're all playing different roles, but they're doing a really nice job.
Kind of looking towards the next part of your schedule here, I guess just kind of break it down for us and tell us kind of how you're adjusting going forward.
We challenge our players just to be where your feet are, just do your best today, focus on today. And I mean, you have to do that in 2020 because tomorrow could completely change. We had prepared for 2 days to get ready for our McMurray game on Saturday. Friday afternoon, after our practice, we find out we're not playing McMurray, and we hustle, we get on the phone, we find that Midwestern's available, so we have a 1-day prep to get ready for them. So we're really and truly embracing 1 day at a time. Today we have a 1-day prep to play UT Permian Basin tomorrow, another Lone Star Conference school. They're completely different from what we just played against yesterday, so we've got a lot of prep. We need our players to really lock in today and be ready for this game tomorrow. After that, we have a 2-day prep to get ready for Northern Colorado. They're picked in the top half of the Big Sky this year, and big team, really big post players. They return one of the best post players in the whole conference and have really good guards around her. So our prep for that will be pretty intense. And that'll be a huge challenge. It'll be our first road game. We fly to Colorado early Thursday morning. So, fun week for our team. We have 2 challenging games. And just asking our players to give us their very best every day and just focus on the task at hand each day.
Last one I have for you. You kind of hit on it a little bit there, but man, COVID has just been a wild case, and for y'all to have to deal with it accordingly so far this year. I mean, you mentioned the McMurray cancellation and having to kind of work on your toes. How tough has that made your job?
We really try to control things we can control, and we're testing 3 days a week. I mean, we literally tested Sunday morning, and we had a game Sunday afternoon, and if some people had tested positive, we would have canceled the game. And so, it's just a day-by-day process, and I don't know if we'll get used to it. I hope we don't. I hope, at some point we get back to let's just play basketball and your schedule is your schedule. But, we had a game canceled. The Saturday game was canceled, so we found another opponent. And I think maybe it was good for us to do that early on because it will probably happen again. And we have a short list of teams that we've all communicated. If you lose a game, call us and we'll see if we can fit it into our schedule. And so I think that's going to be going on all over the country. And we are so grateful that we played 2 games. There's lots of women's teams out there that still haven't played for a variety of reasons. So we're just really thankful to be playing some basketball right now.